Hello, I'm Juan Davies, Chief Creative Officer at KCTM-PBS SoCal, and we're partnering with the newsroom of KPCC and LAist on a daily reporter roundup. Jackie, let's start with you today. The state is launching its new coronavirus equity metric. What does that mean?
Well, in order to qualify to reopen more industries and loosen restrictions, California will now require its 35 largest counties to bring down coronavirus rates in hard-hit neighborhoods. So counties like LA must show that they're investing in more testing and other strategies to bring down those COVID-19 cases in these really vulnerable neighborhoods that have been hit really hard. That also means hitting goals both for overall testing and in lowering the percentage of new positive cases in these areas. It's a really complicated metric, but counties that fail to meet it won't be penalized by being moved back to a more restrictive tier. They just won't be able to advance in reopening.
It's the time of year when high schoolers get serious about college applications. But like so many other things, the pandemic is changing the admissions process. Jill has more on that.
Yeah, probably the biggest change is that most colleges have eliminated the requirement to submit standardized test scores for students applying for fall 2021. So no SATs or ACTs. And a lot of testing centers have been closed or have reduced capacity during the pandemic, so many students just haven't been able to take those tests. Now, critics of standardized tests are actually pretty excited about this. A lot of people, including some college admissions officers I talked to, have come to see these tests as favoring students who are just good test takers or who have more access to things like private test prep. So they're hoping this might lead to more college acceptance letters for low-income students and students of color. And another big change is that high school students mostly can't visit colleges right now. On the one hand, this could make it hard for students who have maybe never set foot on a college campus to imagine that next step. But on the other, students with few resources can visit as many campuses as they want virtually.
As the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan continues, some LA politicians are asking the US government to intervene. Gabriel has that update for us.
Right, so this war between Armenia and Azerbaijan hits very close to home here in Los Angeles. The city is home to the largest Armenian population outside of the country itself. In this past week, we've seen protests by Armenian Americans around LA County calling for the media and politicians to pay attention to their plight. Now, yesterday, a number of politicians came out in support of Armenia. Representative Adam Schiff condemned Azerbaijan's intervention and also demanded that Turkey stay out of the conflict. LA Mayor Eric Garcetti joined him. He said he stood with, quote, our Armenian brothers and sisters, and he called for peace in the region. So yesterday we spoke to Salpia Ghazarian. She's the director of the University of Southern California's Institute of Armenian Studies. And what she said is that for her and many other descendants of Armenian genocide survivors, this experience is very raw and this is very traumatic. Many Armenian Americans have volunteered to support Armenians in Artsakh or Nagorno-Karabakh however they can, whether that means joining the war themselves or sending medical supplies. And what Director Ghazarian told us is that she compared the threat against Armenians in Artsakh to the threat of the Bosnian genocide in the 1990s.
And finally today, LA's Inspector General says the Sheriff's Department should have done more to investigate claims about a deputy's clique known as the Banditos. Robert explains.
Yeah, Inspector General Max Huntsman took a look at the investigation of a 2018 off-duty brawl involving deputies based at the East LA station. Several deputies claimed they were attacked by members of the Banditos clique. Huntsman said sheriff's investigators almost completely ignored evidence of the Banditos' role in that incident. About 70 deputies were interviewed, but nearly 24 refused to give statements. So Huntsman said the department violated its own policy by not compelling them to talk. The internal review was passed to the DA's office, which declined to prosecute anyone citing insufficient evidence. Sheriff Alex Villanueva claimed in a statement that the investigation was thorough. He noted that he fired or suspended 26 employees involved in the incident. He said he ousted the leadership of the East LA station and transferred a number of the staff.
Thank you, Robert, and thank you all at the KPCC and LAist newsroom, and thank you for tuning in. Take care of your health, your family, your neighbor. We will see you tomorrow.